Wait a minute. Hold on. Go to
Blue
the home
button.
button.
Oh. Where's the items?
It's on the left
Oh.
side when you after you press the settings.
Oh, sorry. My bad. Ah, I see.
And then you have fly, and then you have items.
I see. I see.
The ground.
Thank you. Thank you for introducing this to me. So I have a question. It says there are like 20 something people in this group. Where are they? Where's the
I-
20?
Okay, I pressed the wrong button.
Okay, go into the.
Which home button though?
Okay, go to the blue button on the side.
So I see my menu.
Okay, now go to settings,
Oh, settings. Okay, 1 second.
and then on the left it's gonna say items.
Man, I'm confused. Sorry, hold on. I see bubble, camera.
Okay,
Go
that's
home.
the blue one in the side in the center.
Yes, I can hit menu.
Okay, now go to settings,
Ah, okay.
then on the left, items. You see
Aha.
items?
Yes, and then I can spawn it. Boom, right? Oh,
Yeah, you did it.
you're pretty too.
I decided to do all red.
I love red. That's why my hair's red.
Yeah, I love red too.
Yeah.
It's so pretty. It looks really pretty.
Right there.
You make really pretty artwork with it too.
Oh, thank you. Hi, friends.
Up and flame up in the sky. Hi. Hi.
Put those hands together.
Beautiful. You gonna fly?
Come on, come on. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. Come on, come on.
Accept it?
Come on, come on. Come on, come on. Come
Here,
on, come on.
right there.
Come on, come on.
Did you accept it?
Come on, come on. 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 Come on, come on.
I sent you a friend request.
Point at it and grab it. Just grab it from far, see? You can grab it from far away. Click and grab it.
Do you want to try to fly?
Put
Not-
those hands together.
Not the trigger, not the trigger.
Oh, that's way faster. Yeah, that's way better.
Catch this one. What? Vol.
I sent you a friend request.
Yep,
I did.
go. Oh, okay. So you can fly in anyway, right? You know how to fly? Okay. Menu,
Nice to meet you.
settings,
Nice to meet you.
input,
I just sent
input,
Nice to meet you.
and then fly.
Yes.
You see it?
Yes. Who is this? This is him. Who is the manager?
I'm gonna go to the comedy show right now.
You gonna fly?
Do you want to fly?
You gonna fly?
Don't fly. I'm human. I want to walk, not fly. What is it? Wow. Wow. You feel really flying?
Yeah, you go really high, you have a good view.
Try it.
Some
You wanna try?
This is the party?
You wanna try?
Why there is a rainbow here? Rainbow? Not
Yeah,
again.
you can fly over the rainbow.
No, it's not. You're not.
It's a pride.
You're not connected.
Pride rainbow.
Oh, not again. Is
What do you mean not
all
again?
the parties are LGBTQ?
What's the
All the
problem?
parties. It's a question. It's not a problem.
Oh, okay, cool.
Something. But all the parties are LGBT.
Nope, this is not an LGBT party. It's just rainbow.
Ah. So if there is nothing proud about rainbows, natural rainbow.
It's a pride rainbow.
What do you mean? Go ahead.
The Pride Rainbow.
What?
Pride. Pride Rainbow.
Private?
Pride.
Pride?
These are great, man.
Pride?
Thank you.
They are. I love it.
Yeah.
And then if you want to hold it, just host it, and it stays with you.
Oh, really? Oh, that's so nice. That's so nice. That's awesome. You want to try? You guys don't want to play? No? Okay. I don't know. You can host your own.
Who changed music?
Want to try?
DJ.
Who is this name? What is his name?
Doug.
The guy.
Depends on the day. Fridays are sometimes. There's a lot of other events, hosts that are protesting outspace, so they're not doing their own.
Or
So how do you do the functionality of solving the puzzles? Gotcha. It's like a scavenger hunt.
Until you get all the answers right. If you miss
Gotcha.
a question and you go to the wrong two, you fall straight down. You restart all over again.
Gotcha.
That's number 1 and 2. And number 3.
You can get very creative.
Number 3. I keep everybody in the room. Sorry. Everything is in just the simple world editor. But since I'm a community helper, I have the ability to make things interactable when I build things. So in my last world, the world I'm working on, in a couple worlds, like I think it was like Escape Room 3, I have a couple interactables. You can lift something up and see something underneath the answer or a question underneath. So it's a lot more interactable. I'm trying to get everything more interactable because personally, everything is in Altspace is very static and
Yep.
solid, and you can't do anything here. It's like I'd be bored to death unless I had Rec Room. So I ended up, that was great that they made community helpers have the ability to use make things spawnable, which and like you said, having that, I just thought of a great idea. If you have and you can make different levels. You already know this already. You can build high and open up I don't want to keep talking for everybody, but you can open something up and go down, and then it will come right and seal itself back up so the next person won't see it.
Yep. It's true.
So,
You can get very creative with the limitations that you have.
Cool.
Yes,
Well, where do we find your escape rooms? I'm interested in checking them out.
I could later on let me know, and I can get you to my hub world.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll make sure that we can. Maybe we'll teleport over to the hub world.
Yeah.
Any other questions for Chris here? You survived again. Democracy, it does come in handy. There you go.
Yeah.
No. It's a very mature crowd. It's good. Sometimes you get some crazy zany kids. Yeah, veg no legs.
Yeah, you do.
Can we see this Horizon world that you built?
Good
You
question.
can. The easiest thing to do is there's a link to a 3D 360 video on YouTube that's just super straightforward, and so that's the best way to view it. I have a standalone application, but it was built for an old version, and so I need to recompile it. And that's something that I'm working on because it is an enormous undertaking. But the 360 video on YouTube is up, and it's really cool.
So was that built for the DK1?
Yeah, originally.
Oh, the Vomit Comet.
Yeah.
Nice. Was it called the vomit comet because
No,
you were
I
getting
just called
nausea?
it that. Yeah, it was very rough on the stomach.
I see.
Yeah, the refresh
what-
rate was really slow.
Is that what it is? What is the cause of the nausea? Is it the refresh rate? I've heard different theories.
It's a combination of things. It's the refresh rate. Anyone who's on a go, as opposed to anything that I think head tracking is absolutely crucial to a good VR experience, because you just naturally want to lean forward and you shift from side to side, and your perspective has to match that, or else your brain starts to get those seasick signals.
Yeah. Well, I had I had a co-host who got too much nausea and he wasn't able to do it anymore. So it's a real problem. It's a real problem.
Yeah, VR fatigue is a real thing.
Yeah.
Also,
yeah.
I don't know if you've seen at this year's CES, Panasonic debuted their prototype VR glasses, and they are glasses. They are not a headset. They're glasses. They look like steampunk goggles, and
Wow.
they are 4K in each eye, and they are HDR. I think HDR is gonna that is going to be the thing that changes VR, because HDR on your TV set at home, for those not in the know, that's high dynamic range, where normally your
Right.
screen brightness can only, each color has 0 to 255 degrees, and if you're sitting in a room with sunlight and your ambient light and it's mixing and it's creating this rich pattern of colors, that is a lot less noticeable than if you single out the screen and put it directly in front of your eye. Now all of a sudden you really notice that there's only 255 gradations of each shade, especially in darkness. So I really enjoy creating really dark, moody spaces. And when you're walking through really dim areas, you're dealing with, very, very dark to all the way black. And then in the regular color spectrum, that might only be 12 different shades of gray. And you can see the different, where the one shade starts and another begins. It gives you the idea that, oh, this is cartoony and not real. But when they get HDR into the tiny eyepieces, that is going to be a game changer, to where you can look up at the sun and be blinded by it, and then go into a dim room and you have to wait for your eyes to adjust to see the detail. That is going to make VR seem 100 times more immersive.
Interesting. Cool. Any other questions here? Any questions for Chris?
I have a comment.
Go for it.
I'd have to thank you because I did go look around here when you're talking about bonuses and the way you look around things. I looked around here while you're talking. I could still hear the conversation. But I was amazed how much detail, how much time you put into the car reflections, for instance, the water on the road reflecting the reflections. You don't see that in very many places, especially here. You take only professionals have that, like little nuances that nobody thinks about, but I do. I notice little things like that.
Thank you very much. I wanted to make it as realistic as possible, with also making it work on the Oculus Go and the Oculus Quest, which is a little bit of a challenge. And so, luckily, in my experience with Horizons and the other games that I've developed, making game assets that look really good but don't kill your computer is a skill that I had to learn from the ground up, and it's definitely something that isn't obvious. You have to learn how to do that.
Yeah, even the textures. I love all the textures, and I just love the colors. Like, this is such an interesting shade of purple. It's just these little things that it's just like you have such a nice eye.
I was trying to create that black light glow that you got in the arcades.
Nice. Did you want to say something, CD Henry or XR?
Yeah, hi. This is gorgeous. Have you guys
Thanks
been
very
around
much.
the block? Have you taken a tour?
We should
we
take
could
a tour. If Chris is up for it. If there's any other questions here, we could take those, and if not, and then Chris will go on a tour.
Is this like always here? How do you access it? Like, I would love to come back and bring people and hang out.
Gotcha. That's a great question. Somebody else asked it. This space in particular isn't because it's associated with this limited time event, but the ThoughtCon space, the space that's associated with the hacker convention, it's open all the time. And so the link to that world we'll put in the show notes of this, I assume.
Yep,
okay,
absolutely.
Well, I mean, can I just say that we run Spatialand. It's basically a week in review in VR, and it just like highlights the cool places and things to see and do. So maybe we can collaborate, and you can come and talk about this space, and we'll all come together and visit with you.
That'd be great. I'd be happy to.
But I would love that. Yeah.
Sure, wonderful.
This is beautiful. This is a really
Thank you very much.
Experience and gorgeous. I'm from New York, so I feel at home.
Well, technically this is Chicago, but I hear what you're saying.
Well, I'm in LA at the moment. I'm in LA at the moment, so these gritty, mean streets, I'm like, I love it.
Totally. Yeah, and it could be also Kowloon, or it could be Russia. I mean, there's so many different variables here.
The gritty mean streets everywhere, yeah.
Yep. Anyone else have a question? And if we're kind and we give a bunch of emojis, maybe we can get Chris to give us a tour.
Yeah.
I'd be happy to. I guess we can start in here. As some of you have seen, we've got all these games here, and as some of you have seen, you can go into Tron, but beware, you'll get derezzed and get sent back outside where you first came in. In the center of the room, we have the mascot of ThoughtCon, the Trooper. He's a combination of Guy Fawkes and a Stormtrooper. And they actually made these figurines, these like action figures to give out at the physical space, and they had a 3D scan of it. And he was like, maybe we could put him into the VR world. I'm like, yeah, we can definitely do that. over at the bar.
How is Guy Fawkes, I wonder? Because is he like I get the Stormtrooper. How Guy Fawkes?
If you get up and look really closely, his helmet is actually like a merge of the Guy Fawkes mask and the Stormtrooper. He's got like the mustache and like the funny eyebrows and everything.
Wow.
Nice.
Over at the bar, there's sort of an in-joke about Chicago that the only thing available is something called Malort. And and in Chicago, it's apparently a thing there that it's disgusting. And so it's like
Chicago, and I can confirm that.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
that's so funny.
That's so funny.
So it's all you can drink Malort.
What is it exactly?
funny.
What is Malort?
I've never had it myself.
Paula,
I've heard it.
you know?
It's like gasoline. It's disgusting.
Why Chicago? Why is Chicago the place where that's took off somehow?
It's just one of those things that's associated with the city. Like here in Atlanta, we've got, peaches and Coca-Cola. Over in Chicago, they have Malort.
That's
Oh,
hilarious.
gross.
So over here,
Wow.
we've got the yerba mate, or the club mate soft drink that's apparently very popular in the hacker community. At first I was gonna,
Inside jokes.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's full of inside
love
jokes.
it.
Like if you go back here in the alleyway, and these are all supposed to be like food vendor stalls and stuff that have closed down for the night, and like this door over here is rolled up a little bit. There's a little bit of light peeking out. That goes to that point I was making earlier about I wanted to hint at there being like life and activity beyond what you can actually readily see.
Am I hearing an echo because you created that?
And the echo, that's insane.
Yes.
Yeah.
we're echoing.
Yes.
That's so cool.
That is so cool.
Thank you.
There's so much detail. It's gorgeous.
And if you go back,
What is, yeah.
if you go back here, there's like all these TVs with max headroom on it that that's associated.
Oh my
it's
god,
a-
that's so old school.
Wow.
It's associated with
And they're
there
real
was a guy
TVs.
in Chicago who hacked into the TV broadcast and like put on a max headroom mask, and it's a famous hacking event. So that harkens to that. And then over here,
Oh, great. You could so easily have done nothing with that.
yeah. So here we have. This is a recreation of the Chicago Pedway. So they don't really have a subway system. They have elevated trains, but I wanted to have like the subterranean feel. And so my client who lives in Chicago is like, well, we have this thing called the Pedway, which is like an underground walkway system. I'm like, yeah, that'll do. And so this is a great recreation of that. And so again, it seems like, oh, what's down those stairs? What's at the end of that hallway? I can't get to it. It's enticing.
What's with all the money?
So somebody has hacked these ATM machines and it's making it rain.
Nice.
Woo, baby. Making it rain.
And this is obviously a kind of a shady neighborhood because there's graffiti all around.
Yep. The only good place for a cyberpunk world.
Sorry.
And if you go over to the edge, you can hear and see the river.
What are the Chinese sensors?
It's so smooth. And the light shimmering.
One of the
off
challenges
water.
with creating this world was, I wanted it to feel like expansive and like you're in the middle of a city, but in order to do that, you have to make everything. You have to create all these assets.
Yep.
So how do you make a city without actually going through the work of creating a whole city? So there's 3 layers of detail. In the very, very back, there are these faraway buildings that are just very simple geometric shapes with lit up windows. And they sort of ring the world and create this silhouette of buildings.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then there is the middle ground, which are these buildings across the river. And they too are relatively flat geometry, but they're sort of brought to life with better texture maps and reflection maps and different patterns of windows to give it a little bit more detail. And then here in the foreground, you have these 3 buildings, the main one, the one over to the left, and the one over to the right. And to box us in so that you can't see all the way down the block and see how not fleshed out it is, I've put these, police cars and fire trucks to impede your view and to just, you can see over the tops that there are trees and everything, and it gives you the impression that, oh, this world must continue, but in reality it doesn't.
Right.
It's amazing. Hey, wait. I
So
wanna
let's go
know if
back inside and go upstairs. This is that Hacker Hall of Fame. It includes portraits of everyone who's ever spoken at ThoughtCon before.
I like Achucon. He seems like a cool dude.
And like some of them, it's funny to me, like this guy's just a character, this guy's a monkey in a spacesuit.
Yeah.
Some of them, they're real photos, and some of them are like, this guy's a piece of bread.
Because that's what their Twitter photos were. Is that what that is? Is that
Yeah,
the reason?
exactly. We
That's
didn't even
awesome.
tell them we were doing it. We just took their Twitter photo.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
and here is that Polybius arcade
Yeah,
game.
it's so great.
And what's funny is, of course, it's a urban legend, so none of these were actually made. So I designed this arcade game, and the story behind it is that the FBI made it, and it was a mind control device, and it was like a Last Starfighter type situation where they were seeing people who had good mental abilities to recruit them and stuff like that. And so the joystick the joystick is just like contacts for your hands, so you would just like play it with the power of your mind.
That's awesome.
So here's the roof access. That's what that sign says in Japanese.
So we got Hong Kong, we got Cantonese, Japanese, Russian. Any other
Korean.
languages
I
up
think
here?
that's it.
Korean. Got it. Oh wait,
And,
in English.
Yeah, in English. This is actually a real billboard in Chicago for a pawn shop, and it was changed to a pawn shop.
That's awesome.
No, luckily it's watertight.
I love the steam coming off of the hot tub also.
Yeah, well, some people are like, is this a pool or a hot tub? I'm like, it's a hot tub. Look at the steam.
Yeah, exactly.
That is so cool.
And I mean,
this is the best.
anyone who has a pool on the rooftop, anyone who has a rooftop has to have a pool, in my opinion.
That's right. Totally.
This is
Oh, they've even got Bitcoin over there. This is a real sign. So
Yeah.
this is like actually in Chicago, but the ThoughtCon logo wouldn't be on the sign, obviously.
Right. The real one in Chicago is for a pawn shop, and so I
Yeah.
altered it to be a hacker sign.
Yeah.
Oh my
And so,
God,
yeah,
so great.
and so you can actually get over. Yeah, you can just barely jump over.
Oh, so that's the way to do it. Oh, that's so
Yeah.
frustrating. Otherwise.
How do
The
you
secret
jump
has
over?
been revealed here, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris has revealed the secret of the...
Wait, how do you get over?
This was
jumping
like
down,
the
they
part that I
can't get up.
remembered also. It's funny that that's the thing that you remember.
If you get a good running start, you
I
can
just-
just
I just
barely
did.
make it.
I just did.
I got plunked down to the bottom floor again.
Me too.
What's funny is whenever I fall, I genuinely do have the feeling of like, oh.
Totally.
Yeah, I use that a lot in my worlds. I guess we're on the top.
So your next world has to be on top of that roof over there, I guess.
What's funny is the world that I'm working on right now is a VR office to take like meetings, and and so what I decided was I'm just gonna make it in like a creepy gas station out in the middle of the desert. So
Where are you
that's
guys?
the world that I'm
Nice.
working on.
Nice.
You guys.
That's great. Whoa, you've fallen through the floor. You're in the hot tub, but you're... Oh, there you are. Okay.
Hey, you guys, I'm totally lost. Where are you?
Well, that's
Where are you?
very awesome. I'm so impressed. I love this place. Now I'm learning even more of the details. It just adds to it. It's just subtle enough that you kind of have to look deeper. It's kind of like what you're saying about insinuating a larger world. Like you kind of have to look deeper at these things, and every one of them has a story to them, which I love. So great.
That was so stressful.
All right, guys. Well, I think we've held Chris captive long enough. So
Oh, but this is
let's
such a
see if
beautiful world.
I don't know
wanna
if my
stay here.
my outro music will play from up here, but I'll try.
Are you-
Before we do the before we exit, Chris, how can people get in touch with you if they want to hire you? Guys, hire this man. Hire this man while you
Please
can.
do. You can go to my website, which is chriswallace.online, or you can email me at chriswallaceinc@gmail.com.
Great.
This is
Okay. Well, I will
amazing.
post that in the Instagram, Twitter, all of that. This episode will be live in a couple of weeks on Spotify and iTunes, so we can check it out there. So let me just finish this off for everyone here. Thank you for teleporting into this worldcast of Simulation Nation, whether you're with us in virtual reality, like all of these people here, or 2D, or listening to the podcast a week from now on Spotify or iTunes. And remember to subscribe to our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Discord, and join us in Allspace next week for our upcoming worldcast of world builder Daisy Shaw, who will take us on a whirlwind tour for alt-world spaces. Until then, stay plugged, my friends.
Thanks,
Thank you,
everybody.
Graham.
And let's see if we can hear the music. Can we hear the music?
I hear
We
it.
can.
Here?
Yeah.
There it
well
is.
done.
Oh, really?
Graham, thank you for organizing. This has been really special. Graham, thank you so much for organizing. That was awesome.
All right, very cool.
Yeah.
Graham, thank you. I didn't realize this was your show. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so Chris, we can go say hi. You guys can hang out for a bit if you want.
You guys
Otherwise,
wanna see
Chris,
that
we can
world?
Yeah, go for it.
say our goodbyes.
actually,
say our goodbyes in the real world.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody. See you on the real world.
This
All
was
right, I'll-
awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Graham, thank you for organizing. This
Hey.
was so great. Thank you.
Let me see if I can find it. Information. Portal. There's a portal.
Where are you going?
I was gonna invite Graham and the guy was just here.
Chris Wallace.
Yes, Chris Wallace. To see that world, he asked about it. So
I want to see it. Can I come?
yeah, I know.
Are they in the same place? Me too, but this is really amazing. Do they always do these kinds of things on Fridays?
They do,
That was
yeah,
really-
but
I think
not-
This is the
not- this
first
is,
one. That's the
relating
first one I
to
noticed.
world
Really? It
building
was
and
really good.
VR. Yeah, they do it every Friday.
This space is amazing. This
Hey,
is
you
one
wanna
of the
try
best
it?
rendered.
No, this is an event, so it's gonna be deleted as soon as we all leave.
What a shame. I wanted to actually walk around the block because we didn't visit the whole street over there, and it was just really powerful coming in. I was like,
Oh, you
It was very
can't.
cool.
You can't
Really well
because
done.
he has it blocked off with police cars and stuff to prevent that from. There's nothing beyond that block. There's nothing beyond there.
can,
You can go right now, and I can just redo this later if you want.
can we go? Let's just go downstairs for a second. Anybody want? The other guy just jumped over the. Yeah, let's cancel for a minute and go in a minute.
Okay, hold on.
I can't see. Thank you.
Sure.
Don't you love you can hear the sirens in the water? Isn't it amazing that you can hear the sirens in the water? It's so cool. What? I can't get to the charm machine. I'm blocked. You broke it. Ah! Fell through the floor. Yeah, that was so much fun. That was so great. Look, they're all the way over there. Sirens? Don't you guys
Cool.
love
I mean,
the
the water
sirens?
looks really cool. The river.
Over
and
there.
everything, I think.
With the natural sounds with the sirens in the water, I really feel like I'm
Oh
present.
yeah. I mean,
No, I didn't hear any
yeah,
sirens.
Very impressive.
Oh, if you go over there, you hear like a little bit of like
Yeah.
siren in the background.
Over here?
Here, yeah, just listen right now. Just be quiet. I know. I think we're the only ones that break the character because our characters are so simplistic against this background. You know? Yeah, he's got traffic noises in the background because it's not where I live.
No, he definitely has traffic noises. I've heard, yeah, I can hear that. I
can
don't
hear
hear the
traffic
sirens, though.
noises. Yeah, I had a traffic
Well, I guess
noise
they
and
maybe the sirens already passed. But...
It's really cool, though. So much
Wow.
detail. You know, crash and burn. I guess that's that's his reference to the time this is going to be deleted. This event is unfortunate.
Or maybe a...
Oh right. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Okay.
That is so fun.
that was Angela Jolie, I believe, wasn't it? Yeah.
What a great set this is. It's amazing. Here, listen, sirens.
I don't hear it
Sirens.
now. I just hear a lot
I
of.
heard a horn.
Yeah, there aren't sirens where I live, so I know it's definitely here
Yeah.
in New Spain.
I don't. I just hear crowds. Well,
Yeah.
actually, it's also similar to Las Vegas at night. When you go to Vegas, you hear all this noise and a lot of traffic going around and everything.
Uh-huh. Is that where you are?
No, but
Are
I've
you-
been there. I've been there many times, but I've been there
Mm.
about 10 years.
Mm. All right, guys. So were we supposed to be teleporting someplace else, or is that it?
Well,
Somebody's
I was gonna bring the teleport
Yeah, I think
back
Darren
up
was
again
gonna
if anybody
tell
wants to see it.
To go where? Where do you want to go?
I have a hub world that goes to all the worlds I have. If I can find it, it's right here. This goes just all the worlds I've created so far.
Oh, cool. Come join us. Okay. Bye,
Sure.
Sir Sonicus. Come to my show in Altspace on Sunday. On Sunday, it's called Spatial Land. Yeah. It's featured. We're going to be covering all the wild, wonderful adventures of being out here.
Oh, nice.
And tell me
Sounds good
stuff
to
that you
me.
love to visit.
I'll have to find it.
It's 11 a.m. PT, 1 p.m. EST. I don't know what that
11
is in
p.m.
Chicago.
11 p.m.
11
EST.
a.m.
11 a.m.
11 a.m. Yeah, you gotta
Pacific
get up
Coast
early, but
time?
that's the whole idea. Yep.
Oh, that's where I'm
And-
at.
Okay. Yeah, it's early enough where you can still like be having coffee and check it out, and then have a day ahead of you.
Yeah.
It's called Spatial Land.
Visual.
Yeah.
So it's Sunday.
Yeah. So if you guys have any things like any favorite lands or worlds that you like to visit, and then we also give appointments where we meet up during the week at different spaces. So if you want to check out Chris and see if like he'll organize something with the group, but that's why I just turn up in different worlds to see what's happening.
Sunday, August the 2nd, right? Spatial Land.
Yep.
I'm
Siren.
looking right now.
Oh, I hear that.
I don't see it.
You don't? I'm gonna have a heart attack.
I have Real Talk, Sunday. Nice to meet you. Oh wait, I'm gonna go through the right time zone. Hold on. Way over here, 1, 3, 1, 12. There's a Bonsai Interactive Cooking. Bob and Doug Home Return. I don't see it.
Oh, I see
Alright.
it there. Spatial Land, the weekend VR Sunday.
Yeah, I see it
August
in front of
2nd.
me.
Is it an event?
Oh no, it says ended 5 days ago. Oh no, my partner was supposed to my co-host was supposed to put it
No,
up.
I saw it. I just added it.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
All right, we just created a new channel, and it's not here. So I'll have to tell him it's not.
Yeah, it's quite a ways. Yeah. All of
I
it.
gotta
Really?
go to all events, and maybe I'll have to do the same thing.
Maybe he didn't ask for it to be featured. Because I asked for the last one to be. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, me too, as soon as I can find it.
Oh, man. Oh, this sucks. Okay, well, thank you.
I'll find it in a second. All
Bye.
right. Bye. Let's see. Where is it?